So these are some of the principles of, let me just reiterate so I really fulfill the expectations of my outline here. In terms of the Hikmah, principles of Hikmah. I've mentioned some of them through the day. One of the things I was mentioning that's really important is this idea that what happens in here happens out there. You go out to learn about yourself, you go into yourself to learn about the world. That the universe is the big man, and man is the little universe. Each one contains not one hair more or one hair less than the other. And what you find in separation out there, you find in gatheredness here. That the world and the creation is filled with metaphors, with signs for those who reflect, so for those who can read them. There are certain patterns. Part of the hikmah, the wisdom, is to recognize the truth of reality and accept it and go with it. One of the best examples I like to give is when I went to Pakistan and I first started learning from my teacher. We used to have these big ants. Those of you in Karachi from Pakistan know the big ants? Anybody? You know the great big ants? And they used to, you tried to rest and they'd come crawling on you, pushing them away, and they'd come crawling back and push. And what you learn right away is you don't push them away. Huh? You push them in the direction they're going. So if they're coming this way, okay, you want to get there, you're here. It's a simple truth. But that is what they call a hikmah. Do you see what I mean? And the body, the creation, people, societies, that is a basic hikmah. Recognizing the nature of things, and rather than fighting it and trying to control it, to go with it, and to be in harmony with it, and to find joy and fulfillment with it. That is Islam. To accept what Allah has given us. We are here on this earth. Our bodies have a certain nature and a certain quality for a certain period of time. We're sensitive to this, sensitive to that. Certain inclinations happen between us. To accept the nature of all these things and to go with it, and to accept our physiology, what wants to happen. There's a hikmah in that. The fever, the body creates a fever when it's sick. Don't stop the fever. Enable the fever to affect what it's trying to affect. What is the body trying? What has Allah designed into the body that the fever wants? Is it expulsion of the sweat and the fluids that come with that? Is it increasing of the circulation? Is it actually is it to cause the flow so certain elements in the body can destroy certain other elements or replace them? Cleansing? What is it? The Prophet, peace be upon him, he said, one moment of fever, what was the length of time? Washes away bad actions like a tree dropping its leaves. Some short time, like a minute of fever or an hour of fever, cleanses more wrong actions from your being than as a tree in the fall drops its leaves. So a hikmah is recognizing all of that which Allah has created and put into place and going with it, not trying to resist it or control over it. We live in an age not only of narcissism, but we live in an age in which we've learned to believe, particularly in the Western model, and now it's finding its way into the Middle East and into the East, that the way to manage living in this world is to control everything. And if something's not working, we need to put harsher and more firm controls on it to make it work. And that's the control over paradigm which dominates the world at this point in time. So, yes?
I was going to ask a question